Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or Productions, and welcome to my LEGO Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace set ideas. I've got a lot of awesome ideas in this video, and I've also been helped out by an article done by Brickset called What's Missing. I'll have that link down in the description below, so some of these ideas are taken from there, or they're kind of obvious and kind of intermingled ideas. And then there's also some of my original ideas in this as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, leave a like on the video. It'd be great to hit 100 likes on this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. My first idea is going to be a remake of the LEGO 7115 Gungan Patrol from the early 2000s, and this one will come in at $25 and include Jar Jar Binks, a regular Gungan warrior, and 2 battle droids, so that there's actually something for them to fight, because in the original set it was just the 2 Gungans and the 2 Cadoos. I believe that's how you say it. Of course, 2 Cadoos will be included in the set, as well as the little bomb carrier attachment. I think that would be really cool to see a new and upgraded version of this. I think they could do a much better job than they did in this original set, and I think giving the Cadoos an upgraded mold and some printing on there would just make them look amazing. I think that with these current models from the early 2000s, I mean, obviously the technology has increased a lot, and it would be very doable for LEGO to give them new molds and give them some printing, kind of like they did with the Tauntauns, although the Tauntaun never had an original version that was crappy like this, but it could be on the level of the Tauntauns in terms of quality and how it looks. So that's my idea for the new upgraded Gungan Patrol. This next idea comes from Brickset.com, and the set name would be An Audience with Boss Nass. The price would be $25, and the minifigures included would be Padme Amidala, Boss Nass, a Gungan soldier, and a battle droid. This would be the first set with Boss Nass in it, which would just make it amazing because we don't have a set with Boss Nass, and it's kind of a shame because he kind of played a semi-large role in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, but he never got any light in the LEGO world, which is unfortunate, although there is this picture here that's from the video game, I believe. But regardless, it would kind of be something like where he is talking to Jar Jar when he's underwater, kind of like his little seat or throne there. I think that would be a really cool way to do it with a set like this. This next set idea from Brickset is the Mos Espa set. That's just the name of it. $80, so it would be kind of on the pricey side, although I'd like to see it maybe 90 or 100 and give it a little bit of extra detail. It would have Watto's junk shop, Anakin's home, and kind of Watto's store as well, kind of an all-in-one, kind of like Mos Eisley, but a little bit bigger, I think. The minifigs included would be Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin, the incomplete version of C-3PO, so we would actually get the incomplete-looking C-3PO built by Anakin in Episode 1, and then also Watto, Giara, and Kitster if we wanted, like some extra little figures in there, but definitely have to have Watto of those previous 3. And then also the set itself would kind of look similar to this model on the back of the original Mos Eisley, or kind of the pod racing set, and you guys can see that it's an old, outdated secondary model that you could have made with the set. And here's a mock by a user that was of the inside of Watto's shop, and it looks amazing. I mean, this thing is obviously way too detailed for a LEGO set, a LEGO playset, but LEGO could definitely scale something like this down and make an attachment out the back for Watto's junkyard, and then Anakin's home on the other side, and I think it would look really cool. I did forget to mention you do need Anakin's mother, Shmi Skywalker, or Shmai, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but that you definitely have to have Anakin's mother in this set. It would Anakin's home would kind of be his house with the kitchen table and maybe a little extra room where C-3PO is. I think that would be pretty cool, but nothing too special with Anakin's home there. I think the focus would be better put into Watto's junkyard and Watto's shop, but still a cool set, possibly nonetheless. My next set idea is a droid control ship. I'm really surprised this one hasn't been made in LEGO yet. It kind of played a big role in the Phantom Menace. It would be $130, so it would be kind of expensive, but I definitely think it needs to be that expensive to be a good set. It would have Nute Gunray. It could have Dalte Dauphine, Tae Hao, Rick Ollie, who is a Naboo guy, but I don't think he would actually fit in this set. Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2 pilot battle droids, 2 security battle droids, and a PK droid. So I think it definitely has some good minifigures in here in terms of kind of Nute Gunray and Dalte Dauphine, and Tae Hao. So you get some cool characters like that, as well as some of the more familiar ones like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and some battle droids. But it would have the little room off to the side that you could have Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in. And you know what? It would also be kind of cool to see TC4 return in a set like this, because he's the astromech, she is the astromech droid not the astromech droid, but the protocol droid that brought Anakin and Obi-Wan their refreshments in the beginning of the episode. As for the design of the set, I think that this mock somebody made looks really good, and I think it would be very close to the actual set that LEGO would make if they made this. I think this mock looks amazing. I think you could also include maybe some mini vulture droids or mini Naboo starfighters to kind of fly around the thing, kind of like they did with the Imperial Assault Carrier from Star Wars Rebels. So I think they could work it like that and make it a really, really cool playset for $130. Up next, I have the Droid Landing Craft. This one would come in at $150, and yes, that does sound expensive, but I think it's definitely worth it. You get 2 pilot battle droids, 10 regular battle droids, a mini MTT, a mini AAT, 2 of them, and then maybe even like a little extra droid carrier, kind of like the 2007 droid carrier. And you would also get Jar Jar Binks, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn, so you would get a lot of cool minifigures in a set like this. As for the design of the set, I think that this mock made just perfectly resembles the set from episode 1. I think it looks amazing. It even has the little mini MTT and AATs down there, although I think the mini AATs could use some work in terms of their design. But other than that, I think it looks really cool. I really love this set from episode 1. I just don't understand why they wouldn't make it. It could have a carrying handle at the top so that it's playable and you can bring it around places without worrying about it breaking. It can also have these stud shooters on the top as the turrets, as shown here. And there's just a lot of cool things you could do with a set like this. Include like more mini sets, more mini MTTs. I mean, you could have like mini packs of little mini sets that could go along with sets like this, which would be cool. Overall, I just really hope LEGO does eventually get around to making this set. I think for $150, a lot of people would be a little bit put off by the price, but if they found it on sale, would definitely pick it up for maybe around $130. Maybe that would even be a better price if it's going to be a smaller set like this mock pictured here. But of course, they could go bigger and make it better, so we'll have to wait and see if they make it a set. This next idea is probably the least realistic of any of my ideas in this list, and that's going to be the Naboo Royal Starship. And the problem with this is not that it would probably come in around $100. That's not really the problem. The problem is LEGO would be very hesitant to make something like this, and it's probably the reason it has never been made, is because it would have to be all chrome. Otherwise, it just wouldn't look very good at all. A lot of people wouldn't want it, wouldn't want to buy it. That's probably why they've made so many Sith Infiltrators, because it doesn't have to be chrome like this one. This thing just doesn't look good enough. I mean, it really looks really weird if you don't have it in all chrome. I mean, the all chrome, don't get me wrong, it's really sexy. It looks amazing. I mean, these mocks made by some of these people just look absolutely stunning, and it would be a really cool set, but chroming off so many pieces would be very expensive, and I mean, the price of the set, for a set this size with all that much chrome, might even be more than $100. I mean, I don't know exactly how much it costs to make chrome pieces, so I'm just kind of guessing here, but I mean, it could be even more than $100 if you wanted a set like this. But I mean, regardless, it would still be super cool if we ever got one. I mean, I still highly doubt it. As nice as they look, you'd probably have to build your own custom, and that would be very, very expensive. So that's kind of probably out of the question. But it's still a cool thing to look at on the internet and kind of wish you had one or wish LEGO had made one. But I think it's just too difficult for LEGO to make something with so much chrome on it. And I mean, I also think the environmental impact is an issue. I was reading this somewhere on one of the forums that chroming off LEGO pieces kind of has an environmental impact. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. But I mean, if you were going to do a large scale set like this with so much chrome and that's actually an issue on such a big scale, then this would not be a good idea. And I think that's another part of the reason LEGO hasn't done this, besides the price per piece would just be way too much. Anyways, if it was going to be made, I think the minifigures, you get Jar Jar, Padme Amidala, some of the R2 units that you saw down in the the ship trying to fix a shield generator, maybe Qui-Gon, some of Padme's assistants. There's lots of minifigures that could be included in this set, so it would be really cool to see, but it's probably very unlikely. My last idea is just something pretty simple. I'd like to see this nice little Vulture droid get upgraded into something like this. I mean, this thing came out in 2014, and the one pictured before came out in 1999, so I'd like to see a newer version come out with the upgraded size and scale to it. Of course, we've had the one that was released in 2007 with the Naboo Starfighter, but again, I'd just like to see a larger version of it with kind of more features to it. I mean, these smaller versions are nice, but they did upgrade the Clone Wars and Episode 3 version to this, so I don't know why they haven't done the Episode 1 version yet. So maybe that'll be coming down the line soon, hopefully. It would definitely be cool to see on the shelves in the coming years. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and cut to the outro. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please smack that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, comment down below if you have any ideas yourself for episode 1 sets, or if you'd make any changes to my ideas. I'd love to hear it, and I'll be replying to your comments. So, with that being said, guys, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more LEGO set ideas videos on everything. Coming up, I'm going to be doing episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And I'm going to be going through all the Star Wars saga and stuff like that. And then, of course, the top 10 episode 1 sets video will be out soon. You guys can check that out as soon as it's uploaded and live on my channel. It'll also be shown at the end of this video on the end screen. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.